and welcome back to our channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today we're going to be working on American Roots by Chuck Pinson. If you haven't seen it, this is the one we're working on. We're working on a small section right around in here. We're halfway down the door and we've got the flag and a little bit more on that area. So that's what we're working on. It is 29 by 22 and it is a round. It's that was inches. If you want to know centimeters, it's 74 centimeters by 56 centimeters. Okay. A link to this painting is below. You do have to put in your name and get an alert when they're back in stock, but it is available for you still to purchase once it's back in stock, which is a great thing because there's other ones out there that aren't as easy as that, right? So that's nice. So today we'll also be using our multi-placer by Lexi Lily Crafts. It's an 8-placer. I have Diamond Art Club racks in there. My pin is from Big Gem. Below is all of their information. If you're interested in the pin or the multi-placer, check them out. They're really good. These multi-placers are probably my favorite multi-placers because they are rounded, and I can roll them on instead of trying to roll a flat piece of plastic. This is rounded and allows me to do a full roll, and I can really be able to control. I can really control my lay down because it's rounded, right? I put my diamond. I'm very careful where I put my first diamond, right? But then as I'm rolling, I can see where they're laying. And I can see that they're laying, and there was one missing. It wasn't on the, I lost it. And so let's just pick this one up and fill in that place. And look, they're nicely laid down. They cover the circle, and they're in a straight line. So for me, that's really worth it. I'm also using my tray from my 3D Designs. I can make sure this isn't touching my drills. My 3D Designs, it's got strips down the center that allows me to separate this tray for 3 colors if I choose. The only reason that I typically don't use it for multicolors is because I have other ones that allow me to pour out just one color at a time versus having to try to make sure that I don't mix these two up as well as mix these in with these. So it's really kind of tough. It does come with, you can buy separately. It doesn't come with it. You can buy separately lids as well as stoppers, right? And so I really like these stoppers because you can really hear the click if you listen. See, it's got a really nice click. And when I hear that click, I know that my drills are secure in my tray and that if they tip over at any direction, they're not going to fall out because they have a nice secure stopper. I'm also using my beadsmith and I get them from Amazon. You can pretty much get them anywhere. They're not expensive. They allow you to lay your tray down and not have to hold your tray. So I can lay my tray down on the sticky pad and it's going to stay there until I pick it up and take it somewhere else, right? So I have 2 hands free now. I'm not sitting here holding my tray, and I don't keep my lap desk at a flat angle, so I have to have something to hold that in place. I first saw this on Stitcherista's channel, and I fell in love with the concept, and I tried it. I was spending a lot of time constantly washing it because once the stickiness goes down on one of these pads, then you have to wash it somehow to get the stickiness back, right? And so I was watching a video and from my kids at 417, Rebecca, I was watching Rebecca, and she was doing her whip and chats, and one of the suggestions on the mats that came up was to use alcohol. So I figured I'd get a cotton swab and try it with alcohol, right? And I'd see if that works for me or not, right? I was skeptical. I was really skeptical that alcohol was going to work. But I was tired of having to try to find a different pad to use, because I have some other ones that aren't the Beadsmith, and they just stretch out and nothing is straight anymore. It was a waste of money in my opinion. So the only one I use is the Beadsmith. I do have some of those older ones inside that I've been able to make work for the old shoe house, so I do use those in there. I don't typically throw things away. I try to find ways to reuse them. I'm a hoarder kind of when it comes to craft supplies. And that's just me. But yeah, the alcohol works. And the nice thing about alcohol is I don't have to wait for it to dry, because alcohol, once it dries, it's gone, right? And it dries very quickly. So I don't have to sit here and wait for it to dry, which really makes me a very happy girl. And I think I'm going to have to change out my wax again in my multi-placer when this video's over. Yeah, it just, what used to last me a long time, and I think it's the humidity that Florida has during the summertime, and I get so used to during when the 4 months approximately that we don't have humidity, I get used to that. And this, I can go 3 or 4 days on the same wax, right? And now the humidity's here, I literally get maybe 1 day's use out of it, right? Which is really, really annoying. It doesn't really matter because I have tons of Diamond Art Club wax, right? Which is fine. I mean, I don't mind changing it out. It's just, it seems like I spend more time changing it out than I do crafting, okay? And it's annoying. I don't use any that come into like the cheaper kits. I don't use that wax. I typically don't even put it in my case. I do have it and I use it as a backup, but I literally have to change it out every hour. So at least I don't have to change it but every day. But we do have wax coming from Tmall, and once it gets here, I will be happy to open it up and share with you guys, and we'll go through the wax and we'll test the different waxes. I think they're just samples for us to see if we like them, and it's various colors. I think I get 9 or 10 colors, which will be very nice to be able to do. I'm excited to have the real ability to do some testing on some different waxes. I know there's patty wax out there and there's other ones out there, and eventually we'll try some of those. They're hard to get, and right now I'm really just like trying to save as much money as I can at this point. So I make sure that there's no issues, right? So I know I can always use the Diamond Art Club wax, but I had to do a minimum of $10, and my husband knew how much I wanted these sparklers, to the point where I went down to Joann's to see if I could find a nice red there. And the only red they had in AB's is an orange red. And I'm telling you, the one thing that you can do to just piss me off is put too much orange in a red and then call it red. I don't like reds on cars for that reason, unless it's like a candy apple red, Now that's a gorgeous red, and there's some layers of clear coat and pearl coat, and there's a lot more involved in candy apple red than you would think. However, most reds I just don't like because they have too much orange in them and they're not red, right? Somebody added too much yellow to the red, and now we've got this orange red. And people, if you are not an artist and if you've not seen a true red, and I'm telling you, Diamond Art Club and DMC have come up with the perfect combination for red. And I'm trying to get it out of the container. Get the bottle out. So, see this red? It's a very brilliant red, right? See it? And that's a real red, right? But a lot of people like to add yellow to this red, and then it turns into a real orangish red. And I can't stand it. I'm sorry. Red is one of those colors that, to me, you can't add yellow to it. It just ruins a red. If you want to add yellow to it, fine. Call it some kind of red orange or something. Be honest, be true that you actually put yellow into a red and didn't make it a pure red. The people that don't do pure red just irritate me. So, I don't buy red cars. Red is one of those colors that I have a very strong opinion on. The other color I have a strong opinion on is grays, right? And I don't mind grays in a diamond painting, so don't get me wrong, okay? But when it comes to clothing, I hate gray on at least my husband. He's only allowed to wear gray very rarely. He can wear it if it's mixed with other colors, and I'm fine with that. But not solid gray. Don't wear all gray. Don't wear all black. Okay? So, that's really my color thoughts on color. But we're going to continue reading our article that we read half of yesterday, Diamond Painting Kits for Adults, 7 Reasons Why Diamond Art Isn't Just for Kids. So, remember yesterday, we read through all 7 of the reasons. And then our video was getting long, so I chose to stop the video and make that a part 1, and today will be part 2. And we'll be doing the section, how to do diamond painting kits for adults. So we're going to learn some information on diamond painting kits for adults. Host a paint and wine night with the girls. Ooh, that sounds like fun, right? So, the best thing about diamond art painting is that it can be done solo or as a group effort. If you want to try a large-scale diamond art painting, have a few different friends work on the same project. So that'd be kind of fun to have your friends work on the same project, right? And you get everybody together, and maybe it takes you a couple weeks to get complete, but you still get to do it, right? You guys get to all have fun and enjoy the process, and that's what makes it fun. You may even be able to complete it in just one night. For more of a group gathering activity, you can invite your gal pals to come to your home for a night of crafting and wine. Have everyone select and order their project in advance, and then set up a space for people to work. You can even offer some appetizers or cheese plates to munch on while you create. Provide some wine for your guests and ask others to bring over their favorite bottle so you can have your very own wine tasting. So you kind of turn the whole thing into, and excuse me, I'm just grabbing my pen. I know you saw me lean over. So, you know, you don't have to do diamond painting alone, right? So if you have friends that are interested in crafts, and most of us crafty people know other crafty people, right? And we associate with those crafty people because they're like us, right? And so to have a party get together is not out of the realm of things that you can do with your friends. It's really good. I mean, you can turn this party into a wine tasting because everybody brings a different bottle of wine. So you can see what your friends like to drink. So you ask them to bring their favorite bottle of wine so that everybody gets to taste everybody's favorite. And it'll be interesting to see the types of bottles of wine that come. You know, some people are going to be red wine people, and other people might be white wine people, right? And then there might be people like me who'd rather have sparkling grape juice because I don't drink alcohol. And so you have to make sure that you keep that in mind when you're having a party, that you have something for your guests who may not drink, right? Because they still want to come over. They still want to be a part of it, right? So you get them some sparkling apple juice or some sparkling grape juice and let them feel like they're a part of, you know? Or ask them, what is your favorite drink you like to drink that's non-alcoholic? And bring that so everybody can kind of see what you drink, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be wine. You can do alcohol. You can have them bring over a non-alcoholic drink. I mean, there's so many options out there for you to do when it comes to having a party. And it's like a great day, right? It's like one of the best things to do is have your girlfriends over and sit and drink some wine, gather around the table, and everybody has a little art project they're working on, right? So you can have a diamond art date night. The perfect way to spend a romantic night with your significant other and switch up your regular date night routine is by setting up a crafting night. You can either choose a diamond art painting kit for adults that each of you would like to work on, or pick a design you want to give your significant other to give your SO once you've both completed your projects. Let's see. Let me reread that sentence, okay? You can either choose a diamond art painting kit for adults that each of you would like to work on, or pick a design you want to give your SO once you've both completed your projects. Okay. It's a great way to spend time together while laughing and conversing. So you're sitting here and you're both laying diamonds and you laugh and you joke, you listen to a little bit of music, and you have a lot of fun, right? My husband and I have a little bit different. We don't do diamond art together, but we may have a day, an afternoon, where we sit and create together. And right now, he's got some micro Legos that he's going to be working on to build me a Titanic. And so I think this is a great idea to do kind of a date afternoon for us. So maybe this afternoon I might talk to him about it. That we do kind of a creative day where he works on his Legos and I work on my diamond art and we listen to music. And for us, that is a good time. That's what we enjoy doing. So if I can find something that we both enjoy doing, and my husband has emphatically said that he will not do diamond art, right? So I know that approaching him and asking him to have an afternoon of diamond painting wouldn't go over very well. I can't even get him to do the Lego one where you put together the face. He's not doing diamond painting, he says. Because I thought it'd be cool for him to get the Lego set and we kind of do it together. But he said, no, you can do that if you want, but that's not my cup of tea. And so I'm never going to push my husband to do something that he doesn't want to do. So with that said, you may not have a husband that will do diamond art with you, but what is their hobby? What do they enjoy doing? And so think about it. If you had the opportunity to have a crafty night with your husband as a date night, you turn on some music and you set up your crafts and you have a good time. I think that it's a fantastic way of doing it. You know, my husband and I have a lot of fun doing our own projects, but being in the same. I think it's called parallel crafting. So I work on mine, he works on his, and it works really well. I really, 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 really love how things turn out, right? So, it's fun for us, and that's the point. That's the point in a relationship, is to do things that make your family happy. And you may think here, and you're sitting here and listening to these, and you're thinking, oh, these will be fabulous, but my husband doesn't like to diamond paint. So, you know, and that's where I'm at. These would be great things to do, and I would love for my husband to pick up a pen just once and lay one diamond, but he refuses, right? So I'm not going to force him to do something that he doesn't want to do, because what fun is that? So I'd rather have fun, and I have fun doing the diamond art, and why not have him have fun doing what he does, right? So to me, that makes more of a date night for us. Maybe your husband doesn't mind. Maybe they do want to try diamond painting. Don't ever tell them no. Give them the opportunity to try if that's what they want to do. You enjoy it so much. Maybe it's something that you guys can end up doing together. And so you can think about, is it a craft you want to do together, or would you prefer to do parallel crafts on a date night? Which one works for you? Think about it. Have the kids help with the project. My granddaughter is dying to help me lay diamonds on a painting. She doesn't care what the painting is. She doesn't care what I'm working on. She just wants to sit with me, Ma, and help put diamonds on the diamond painting kit. Hey, she can work on diamond paintings with me all day long if that's what she wants. And she's got her own little unicorn pin I have here for her. I have not told her that I'm going to give that to her. She really loves it. When she saw it the first time, she said, Mima, I want one of those. And you know, that pin is a little too heavy for me. And that pin is only a single placer. Because you have the unicorn on the other end. I know you could probably change out the single placer and put a multi-placer in it. But considering my granddaughter is so in love with it, to me, giving it to her makes all the difference in the world, because that's going to make that little girl smile. And that's all I care about. That's all I care, is that I see my grandchildren smiling. So, you know, whether you do it with your spouse or your children, it's still the same thing, or even your grandchildren, you know. I have 2 crafty granddaughters, and they both just love crafting. So it's really nice to know that what I do is carrying on to my grandchildren. So if you have kids around the house, they are definitely going to be interested in your fun new project. So why not let them get involved too? Although there are tons of benefits to crafting as an adult, It's also a source of creativity and motivation for children. Purchase a smaller, most simpler design for the kids before sitting down together to learn how to master cool new art. You can also work on a collaborative project by giving each person a different area of one large painting to focus on. So kind of like what we do, right? We split our paintings up so we have something we can focus on. We have an area in the painting that we can focus on, right? That's the point. And that's what we try to accomplish when we're diamond painting. It's a way to relax. And if there's somebody that we can share that with, it's going to be fun and it's going to be more relaxing because now you're sharing your love of diamond painting with somebody you love. To me, that makes it all worth it. And to divide it out into, say you have 2 adults and 2 children, and you split a small painting out into quarters, and each person has their quarter, and it works out great, right? I think so. And so there's plenty of ways that you can get people back together. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of fun to bring somebody back together or to find new projects or new fun ways of spending time as a family, right? So, diamond painting physical therapy. So, for anyone who has arthritis or carpal tunnel syndromes, doing crafts like diamond art painting is still possible with the help of some diamond painting accessories, like a gel drill pen. So these are gel drill pens, right? They're actually, yeah, they're gel. I like a gel. And then they take it and put it on a lathe and create the different shapes, right? So if you have arthritis or carpal tunnel, or even fibromyalgia. So my hands are the first things that get affected. If it's too cold somewhere, the first thing that starts happening is my fingers go numb. They tingle and then instantly go numb, and I can't feel anything with my fingers. So my doctor wants me to do things to actively work with my hands on a daily basis. So the best way, and I told her, I said I do diamond painting and crafting, so I'm always constantly using my hands. And she goes, that's perfect. She goes, I want you to continue working in this manner, and let's talk back and see how your hands do. So my hands always do much better when I stay active with them. So diamond painting is almost physical therapy for me as well. Okay? So, plus, it can help you exercise your fingers and muscles by learning to place the beads onto the grid outline. If you do have any of these conditions, it may be best to work on your piece just a little at a time. Don't feel the need to push yourself too hard. Simply focusing your mind and body on an activity like this can strengthen your skills and mindset. So, when I'm having a tough day, I really can only do small sections at a time. I sit here, I diamond paint, and then I have to stop, and really just kind of get my bearings back, and then I can get back to doing what I'm doing, right? And I enjoy it, so it's not something that I have to go back to and not be happy. Oh my God, I've got to go do physical therapy again. I'm not happy doing physical therapy. I don't want to be in physical therapy. I hate physical therapy. Okay? That's my whole thought on it. I mean, if they tell me I need to go, then I will go. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be an easy one in the long run for me to deal with, right? I like to diamond paint. I like to have fun, but I don't want it to be a job. I don't want it to be something that I have to do to make somebody else happy. This I do for myself. It helps me stay sane, and it helps my body keep active and keep moving, right? Because even if you have fibromyalgia, they don't want you to just sit there and do nothing. You know, you need to get up and function. You need to get up and do as much as you can for yourself. Some days I can do more for myself than I can do other days. Yesterday was a very easy day for me. I had pain, but it was more of a controlled pain this time instead of being so bad that it's like somebody just stopped the pain, right? And some days are harder than others. When it's cold, it's really hard for me. We keep our house temperature on the warmer side than we do on the cooler side. Neither my husband and I like it cold anyways, so it works out fine. We keep it at probably 78 to 80 in our house, and some people say it's too hot, but for us, it's what we enjoy. We spend a lot of time outside, and we simply just have a fan. I don't have a portable air conditioner or anything like that for me to sit out. I don't need that. Part of my issue is I have no vitamin D in me, so being outside as often as possible will help me get some of that vitamin D back. I've been lacking vitamin D for many years. For some reason, my body doesn't seem to process it. I'm waiting till I get insurance and we can rerun some of the blood tests and see if I've been able to get some of that vitamin D back. I'm hoping I can. If not, I'm going to have to talk to the doctor, and we're really going to have to see if there's anything else that we can do to try to get that vitamin D up, because I'm taking 2,000 milligrams a day, as well as being outside. So hopefully this bout, because I've never really known exactly how much I should be taking, and it's finally been worked out that hopefully this amount that I'm working on now is the amount that will help bring that vitamin D back. I drink at least 1 glass of milk a day to take my medicine, and it's fortified vitamin D, which allows me to get some extra vitamin D. And when I get a chance, I try to eat eggs and mushrooms, which are high sources of vitamin D. I am not, most of the food that vitamin D is found in are not ones that I can use, right? So, or that I will eat, okay? It's a lot of fish and stuff, and I eat fish, but it's expensive, and I'm sorry, but I can't stand warm water fish, and I live in Florida now, so most fish comes as warm water fish. We really don't get a lot of the cold water fish, and if you do find cold water fish, it's very expensive. But it is, halibut is probably my favorite fish, and it's like $8.99 a pound. My husband doesn't like fish, so I typically don't bring it in the house to cook. I will order fish when we're out. I like fish sticks, not fish sticks. I like fish and chips. So that's mostly cod. I always double check to see what kind of fish they are using in it, because if they don't, I don't like it. I do like grouper, which is one fish that they do sell a lot here, and I'm good with eating that one. So if it's a grouper or grouper friend, because I have a couple ones that are similar to grouper here in Florida that taste similar, and I'm okay with them. So let's go back. So physical therapy, this is a big on physical therapy, and all of those things kind of wrap up with all of the stuff I do for physical therapy. So I know it didn't quite go with what we were talking about as diamond painting, but all of those things wrap up into what I do on a daily basis so that I can function daily, right? And so that I can get on here and have this conversation with you, right? It's one of those things that I really, really, really enjoy doing. So, diamond painting swap. Why not arrange a diamond painting swap if you have a few friends who already love diamond art painting? You could even be a follow-up group gathering to your girls' wine night. So you have wine night, you do all this, and then you come back and then you do a diamond painting swap, right? After you're done. Everybody takes it home, finishes what they were doing, or you have a couple wine nights. And then once everyone has completed their projects, get together and display your art. And then allow people to place mock bids on the pieces they want and hand them out to the highest bidder. You could even get your friends in a real auction as well if you want to raise money for a local charity or organization. Bid on your favorite paintings and then pool the money together and decide how to spread the love. So that's really kind of a nice way to do it with your friends, is you've gotten together and there's 5 of you and you've all done a diamond painting. So between the 5 of you, you have a little auction, and everybody puts a little bit of money in for this. Or you can invite a whole bunch of friends and say, we got together and we created these diamond paintings and we're earning money for this organization, and we'd really like to invite you to come to the auction and support this organization and allow us to support them. So those are some really interesting ways once you've completed your painting, right? Because that's not something that we typically do, right? So what about solo paint sessions? I think we all do solo paint sessions all the time, right? Because this is normal for us. So this type of crafting project is easy to use as a way to get your friends or family together and be social, but it's also a perfect way to spend some time alone. Because diamond art painting and other types of crafts have benefits like reducing stress and focusing your mind, it might be a relaxing activity to do first thing in the morning to stimulate your brain, and later in the evening when you're trying to wind down. Pick a day or a time to gradually work on your project and make it part of your routine to reap the benefits of crafting as an adult. So yeah, I mean, I always diamond paint in the mornings. Always. That's why I do my videos in the mornings. I'm a morning person. I like to function well in the morning. I work well in the morning. I do a lot of things in the morning. So being able to do these videos in the morning is one of the things that I do. So every morning I make sure that I do a video, right? On the days I feel good. If I don't get out of bed and I don't feel well, I don't do a video. However, I have made a pact with myself that I would always diamond paint and make myself feel better. So in the morning, I do diamond painting. In the afternoon, I will maybe do cross stitch or something else. Or I could be doing diamond painting. By the evening time, I usually wind down relaxing and watching a few TV shows with my husband before I go to bed, and usually I end up falling asleep here on the couch, which is not the best, but it does happen. and my husband understands. So, let's see. Materials needed for diamond art. Before you get started on your project, you have to make sure you have all the proper materials. Most diamond art painting kits for adults will include all the diamond painting accessories you need to get started, but sometimes these items can become lost or broken. Anytime you start a project, you should have a drill applicator, wax, diamond beads, and of course the grid pattern itself. We recommend holding on to any extra accessories you may have, including additional beads, and storing them in an organizer. Okay, let me re-say this because this word seems to be eluding me. We recommend holding on to extra accessories you may have, including additional beads, and storing them in an organizer in case they can be useful for a future project, which we've been talking about because that's one of the things that we're going to be doing in the month of September. Is we're going to be using these beads to start designing some Christmas ornaments, right? So I have an idea to, and I know I can do it, is Mod Podge, and you mix the glitter, and trust me, I have more glitter than God. Okay, so I have some glitters that I'm going to be using, and you mix those glitters, and then you pour it inside the ornament, and you make sure it gets all the way around, and you've got a nice coverage, and then you pour the extra back out, right? And then once you're done, you put the lid on it. Well, for me, that's just a little too boring, right? It's glittery. I love glitter, I'm telling you, okay? Glitter is my favorite. Everybody knows. If you see anything, and that's probably why I like diamond painting, because everything sparkles like glitter, right? Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous, the sparkle that you see? I mean, we get to work with sparkly all day long, and I love it. And so it's things like that that keep me coming back, right? I know that on this diamond painting, there's more ABs that this thing is going to kind of bounce off the walls, kind of like the jackalope, okay? Because the jackalope, I have 4 bags of 141, and I used every bag. I have some left over, obviously, but I used every bag. And I didn't have a full bag left over. Like with the black on the Minion one that we just finished, I had 2 bags of black left. So it came with a bunch, but we only used all but 2 black bags. So I have all kinds of black. I mean, I have 3 or 4 bags of just black that hasn't even been opened out of the package. But that's normal, right? So you always have leftovers, but what can you do with it? So that's what I'm doing. When I was at Joann's, I picked up some of the glue. So what we're going to do is I will prepare the spot where we're going to diamond paint. Because you have to put the glue on, and then you have to let it set for 1 to 2 hours. So, and then it ends up being like a poured glue. It's sticky like the poured glue. And once you put the dots on it, they stay, okay? And it takes a little bit of time for it to cure, but it'll cure just like the poured glue does, and then it will make a full stick. So that's good, right? So we'll do the ornaments and get them all glittery. And then I'll probably do the whole video, but I'll just stop the video. We'll put the paint on it so that we all see how the paint's going to go and make sure it's going to fit where we're going to put our design. Okay, and then, and only then, will I stop the video. I'll let it cure, and then I'll restart the video once we're done curing, and then we'll do the diamond art together, right? I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've had these ornaments for about 3 years, and I always wanted to do them, but I never knew what I wanted to do with the outside of them. I have enough diamonds that we could pick some cross-stitch patterns for Christmas and find small enough ones that we can put on our ornaments, right? That's so much fun. So we have enough DMC of just about anything. So we should be pretty good to be able to do some projects like that. I have a whole bunch of ornaments. I want to do all different things. So we may do a whole month of August or September. I'm thinking that during the month of September, we'll probably spend a lot of our WIP and chats doing different ornaments, because we'll do different ornaments for different styles. So, you know, we'll go through and probably, I would say we would glitter all of the ornaments at one time. So we'll choose our different colors of glitter and glitter the ornaments. And then once we're done, then we'll put our paint on the various ones, pictures, figure out which pictures would look good with which glitters, you know, those kind of things. So, and which contrast better. So we want to make sure that there's enough contrast with the glitter color and with the diamonds so that you can still see the diamonds in the designs we put on. And I don't think that's going to be that much of an issue. These diamonds are always bright and brilliant. Even the whites and the grays are gorgeous, so I don't think we're going to have an issue at all with doing that. And I think I'm actually done with my 9. So let's go ahead and get finished, because this is almost over. We're on the last paragraph. So arts and crafts are for adults too. Don't limit yourself to thinking that crafts are just activities for children. Adults can greatly benefit from indulging in an artistic endeavor from time to time. So just because you get your kids involved in things, you need to remember that you also need to have things for yourself. What makes you happy? What can you do within the crafting world that you could do similar to your kids? And one of the things that I really like about diamond art is that we can do these big paintings like this, but yet there's keychains, there's Christmas ornaments, there's Christmas cards. There's so many little things that kids can do, right? I mean, my granddaughter got her 3 boxes and she loves doing it, right? It has keychains that she can make and give to her friends, you know. She can make bookmarks and give to her friends. So there's so many things that you can be creative about, right? And it's not about the kids. While the kids are doing their crafts, you can be doing your crafts, right? That's the best part about it. It's a proven way to help reduce stress and anxiety, cope with depression, and be present in the moment. Plus, it's super fun to create these unique, sparkling designs that you can hang anywhere. So you get to make these beautiful artworks. And isn't it better to spend $75 on a diamond painting than $7,000 for a painting that the artist created that none of us can afford to put in our house? But diamond painting gives us the opportunity to have that beautiful artwork that you want. If you want the Mona Lisa, you can probably find a copy of the Mona Lisa somewhere, right? To do, if that's what you want. I prefer, more or less, now don't get me wrong, those older artists, I mean, they got things started for us. There are some fantastic artists out there. I mean, look at the Sistine Chapel, right? It takes an artist to do that, right? To come up with that whole thing. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So, there's wonderful artists that have laid their land so that we can do what we want to do, right? And there's artists that have laid the properties of art and have passed it down from generation to generation, allowing us to enjoy any kind of art and craft that we want. That's the nice part about living in the United States. Now, if you live outside the United States, I know that there's different laws, but a lot of people have the freedom to be able to do arts and crafts. So when you have the ability to do arts and crafts, it really can help your own psyche, right? So think about it. You're helping your own psyche to understand what's right for you, right? So let's get this finished. Plus, it's a super fun way to create these unique sparkling designs that you can hang anywhere. Browse our extensive collection of Diamond Art Club painting designs to find one that speaks to you. Then get started on your project by having the girls over, not hanging, having the girls over for a wine and craft night, or get your sweetheart in on the fun and try something new for date night. However you choose to craft, we know you'll create something special. And that's true. How many of us have beautiful paintings now in our house that we wouldn't have had before? I mean, I know that a lot of us used to cross stitch so that we had this. And you can find big, beautiful, huge cross stitches that are gorgeous. I didn't have the patience to do this big of a painting in cross stitch. And maybe that was because I was younger. And I might endeavor on something that eventually. Right now I'm back doing cross stitch, and I'm trying to do the smaller items, okay? But in diamond painting, it's so much faster than cross stitch. I'm telling you, I can lay down diamonds in this whole area in one day. I cannot cross stitch an area this size in one day. Not even if I tried. Not even if I was able to carry threads across and into various areas, it still would be harder to do. So I really enjoy my diamond art, and I hope you enjoy yours. So with that said, if you like our video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like our videos, thumbs down is fine, but please, please, please let us know in the comments as to what you didn't like. I'm not saying that I'll make the changes, but I want your input. I want to know what your thoughts are, what you would like to see on the channel. So you can also put that down in the comments below if there's something that you would prefer to see done. If there's a craft you want to see, let me know. You never know, I might have it, and if I don't have it, we may be able to get it. So if there's a craft you want to see, let me know, we'll look into it. I found a couple different things at Joann's that I'm interested in doing once Social Security comes across. So there are future things coming when I'm back to where I have a little bit of money that I can spend here and there. So I have plenty, though, to keep us busy until that happens, even if it takes me 2 years to get approved. I think we'll be fine. I just sent off the final paperwork yesterday, the questionnaire I had to do, so I'm hoping with that, and they're going to be sending me, I think, to 2 separate doctors, one for my fibromyalgia, one for my bipolar, and hopefully with that done, I will be able to get approved on the first shot, which would be really nice. I already have a past case with them, so they have all the history on the bipolar, so they'll probably pull that up, and there's a huge history there. So between that and my fibromyalgia, I should be able to get approved. So if you are looking forward to the more projects we're doing and the things that are coming up on the channel, we would love to have you be part of the Sunset Girl Creates family and get you to subscribe. We did get a new subscriber, so welcome to the family. I don't like to use names, but when we do get new subscribers, I will announce it. I will not be using names but we welcome you to the family. We are now in double digits. I know 10 is not very much, but for me, that's super exciting. I've worked really hard to get to this point. I'm not advertising on Facebook and Instagram, which I probably need to start doing. And I think that's the next step. So the next step will be working on more, getting out there more, getting our name out there more. We have now started and set up all of our accounts under Sunset Girl Creates. So anything and everything we do on YouTube will be with that account. So, and we only listen to music on there if I'm not watching videos. I'm the one that watches videos, and my husband likes the music. So we typically listen to music in the afternoons, and I catch up on my videos in the morning. So I'm also watching Sister Wives, which is fun to watch. So if you want to know when we upload a video, go ahead and hit that bell icon. That'll let you know and alert you every time a video is released on our channel. And I try to have one released once a day. The one is coming shortly, will be released today. It is finishing its final upload and processing, so we will be good. This one you'll see tomorrow. So I'm wishing everybody a fun and wonderful day, and goodbye, and enjoy your day and the rest of your weekend since it's Sunday. Bye-bye.